Bad advice. And one of the worst pieces of advice that I hear all the time is don't date a broke man. Wrong. Wrong. It's not don't date a broke man. Don't date an uneducated man. For when he is intellectually inferior, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. Let me say that again because y'all need to jot that down. When he is intellectually inferior, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. When he can't match your intellect, when he can't match you in conversation, when he can't really debate you, when he can't really offer much to a talk, he will assert his dominance in other arenas. His strength will show up in other places. And those places will be emotional or physical abuse or both. Am I lying? You need an educated man. For an educated man will know how to escape poverty. An educated man has an understanding of patriarchal system. An educated man understands feminism. And an educated man understands how to learn. When you deal with an uneducated man, you're dealing with a man who never had to be a student. You can't teach somebody who has never learned how to be taught. So he ain't gonna give you no different, but broke. That's the only thing he could do different for you. But an educated man will get it. Especially for women, y'all are getting degrees at higher rates, which means you're escaping poverty at higher rates, which means you're making more money, and it means you're intellectually superior. So if he's not beating you intellectually and financially, where else can he beat you at? I'm so sick of people getting bad advice, and one of the worst pieces of advice.
Hello there, and welcome to Cannonball Diva Chronicles. We're uplifting the downtrodden in our focus. You listened to the video that preceded this talk, and I wanted to get your opinion on what you think about what the young fella said. It appears to be a very good-looking young fella. At first, I thought he looked a little bit feminine, but with the mustache, he's obviously a young man. He's saying some things, and he's dropping some great gems in his video, talking about how it's very important to be intellectually aligned with someone who you're dating, because if you date someone that is not intellectually sound, who is uneducated, and who is not able to learn, and who is not a little bit feminist in his thinking, who is proactively for women's rights and who wants women to actually do well in life, you're going to have a big problem with that kind of person. I want your thoughts about what he said, because it kind of it hit a nerve, it hit a chord there, because it's very important that you know that the person you're dating is aligned with you in some way, and one major way is educationally. And I don't even mean going to a higher institution or a tertiary institution. I mean someone that takes their time to actually learn what is important in this day and age to women. Because many women out there today go out there to work. They earn their own money. A lot of women are very proactive about learning their skills, getting skills to better themselves and their children and their entire family. So gone are the days when a man will say he's a provider. He makes all the money and he puts bread and butter in the home for the children and the wife, where the woman is just staying home and having children. Gone are the days when it was just the woman staying home. Nowadays, you see some even stay-at-home fathers who are doing the opposite of what women used to do before, which is they are the ones taking care of the children while the woman goes out there and brings the bread in to the house. And it's very important that men realize that women are carrying a lot more today than they used to carry before, because now not only are they bringing in money, income into the family, they're also responsible for having the babies, which is very, very easy to see that it goes without saying that women are the ones that have the children and are the nurturers, natural nurturers for the children, who bring those children up, who are the main providers in a sense for the care being and the well-being of the children. The man, many a times, if he's a responsible and good father, will also take part in the rearing and the upbringing of the children. But many times, that responsibility falls back on the woman or the mother to take them to school, to make sure that they're doing their homework, to make sure that they're getting good scores, to make sure that they are actually becoming well-behaved citizens in the community in which they live. So, you know what? After all this being done, the woman is still expected nowadays to actually go out there and earn an income. Being out there in the workforce Monday to Friday many a times, or in my case, like working night shifts, 12-hour night shifts. Sometimes it can go up to 5, which is 60 hours a week. Add that on top of being the cook in the house, someone that is expected to cook not just any meals, but healthy, nutritious meals, and being a good, obviously, not baker, someone that bakes and makes desserts. That's not absolutely necessary, but I mean, if you can cook, most people that can cook can also bake. you know, and then being the one that also cleans the house, make sure the house is tidy and neat. For a husband who only pays the rent or pays the mortgage and is shouting and screaming and does not understand the plight of a woman, it can be very nerve-wracking and absolutely draining, not to mention aggravating for the woman who is doing every single thing in her power, carrying a bigger load than most women in the olden days or our mothers, our grandmothers carried, and is still expected to be perfect and still expected to look the role of someone that's doing nothing, look beautiful, keep her figure so that the man doesn't go out there looking at other girls, keep her shape, be healthy, and be mentally sound. Especially in the case of women who have more than one child, they are expected to juggle all of these responsibilities and still maintain their sanity. In a culture where, you know, it's just like a vicious cycle, working and paying bills, you rarely have time to actually sit back and relax and have a breather and rest. But you know that there's so many men out there that know all of this and they still do not appreciate the role that the woman plays in the home. They go out there every day and they fraternize with their friends. They have fun out there. They go to the pubs, they drink, they watch sports, they go to the sports bar, they can watch a game, spend hours watching the game. Now tell me, where is the luxury? Where is that luxury in the woman's case? Where she can just go back and just chill with friends every single day of the week, or at least 2 or 3 times in a week, where she can just go back and just chill with her friends and just go to the movies and just spend all this time lavishly taking care of her mental health. Taking care of her mental health, they're fraternizing with friends and going for a drink or even going for a meal or a snack. It's taking care of your mental health, talking to your friends, catching up on the week of what they've been up to and what you've been up to, sharing your pains, your frustrations and your irks and things like that helps a woman's mental health. Men have more of an opportunity in this day and age to do that. And a lot of men turn a blind eye to the plight of the woman who is expected to carry a much heavier load than in the past. And that is why this video is very important to me, and I thought I would air it. Because, you know, nowadays, the men are just getting away with a lot of stuff. Many men are getting away with leaving the main responsibility of bringing up the children to the woman, on top of just, you know, being the cook and being the housewife and performing wifely duties and doing everything else and not respecting them at the end of it all. That part of not being respectful to the woman's load is what has made me decide to do this video. And this video that precedes my video is addressing it in a very beautiful way. And that is why I decided to talk about it and ask about your opinion. What is your opinion? Do you believe that this young man, what he's saying is true? Because it really struck a nerve in me. I believe that he's really hitting the nail on the head today. He's saying this about how men need to be intellectually aligned, or women need to find men that they're intellectually aligned with, who will understand the plight that I just mentioned, or even more than I just mentioned, about what a woman is carrying, the kind of load they're carrying today, and be empathetic and be understanding and be loving and be appreciative and be giving and be amiable in the face of it all, and not attack the person while they're doing their best to keep house and home together and their sanity and their mind in place. Not attack them verbally, physically, or otherwise while they're trying to maintain a home that radiates peace and joy. When a woman decides to just agree to go with any man or to date any man that comes their way without first realizing what their ideals and their beliefs are and how educated they are, if not in just tertiary education or just going to school or going to college or university, how much time have they spent in trying to find out the important things about a woman's life and what a woman's plight is in today's day and age? And how can they help abate or abase that and help the woman reduce the stressors of her day-to-day activities? I'm not saying that there are women that don't stay home and not do anything. They're just there taking care of the children. But that's still taking a full-time load of work. Taking care of the children is not nothing, in other words. Taking care of the children is a full-time work because you have to feed them, you have to watch them, make sure they're safe in your household, and when you go out to the park or wherever you would take them, you keep an eye on them. That's a full-time work. And then feed them. And then also take care of their homework and their educational needs. So a woman having to do that that is just less than 20% of what most women do today. Most women take care of that, take care of daycare fees, take care of taking their children to school or daycare, and on top of that, they still have to go out and keep a full-time job out there in the workforce, and they come back home to make sure that their meals, that they're healthy meals for their family. It's so important that you desire or choose to align yourself with a man that understands all of this and is empathetic to your plight and to your needs in this day and age, and not get yourself hooked up or attached to someone who will disrespect you and who will abuse you and who will frustrate you because their language, the only language they understand because they are uneducated or they've chosen not to educate themselves, is either physical or verbal violence, because that's the only way they can communicate. I hope this video makes sense, and I hope that those of you who have anything to add or comments to make the comments at the bottom. At the end of this, I'm going to actually, being that this is February and we're celebrating Black History Month. Happy Black History Month to all of you out there. For those of you who are Black, and even for those of you who are not Black, because we're all aware of what the Black, Black predecessors have done. People like Malcolm X, people like, we have, my son actually sang a song about her, and I'm going to mention her name once I remember it. And some other icons who, Malcolm X is one of them, and we have, for that interruption, I just had to come back and continue the video. My son is going to sing about Maya Angelou. He mentioned a little bit of Maya Angelou in his song, which he presented to the church today for Black History Week, celebrating Black history. There were some other young men there. My son is singing about uplifting the Black youth, like I mentioned in my previous video last week. I also mentioned that he sings about empowering himself and others, and tries to encourage young men, especially those who have been through any kind of difficulty in their lives, not to give up and to keep trying. That if they fail the first time, they should keep trying. Never give up, in other words. He mentions that in his song. And because this is Black History Month, and as I was saying before the video got disconnected, and there's somebody that he mentioned, which is Maya Angelou, and obviously not to forget people like Malcolm X and people like Martin Luther King, who have done a lot for Black History Month, and those who even have been left unmentioned, many women who have not been given the accolade that they deserve for many things that they have founded. Many, you watch today that so many things have been taken away from people who have created and formed and also patented many new designs and new creative ideas that have been stolen from them by the powers that be, because they didn't have any power to prevent that from happening. We want to give them the accolade they deserve in this Black History Month, and to congratulate them and their families for making the effort, because that is what has brought us thus far as Black people. And being from an African descent, I wasn't really here from birth, so I can't really say I really understand, and I'm not an American. And you know that many Americans have that history, from slavery to this point and all that their forefathers have suffered. We know that they have brought the movement this far, and we thank them all, and we appreciate all the efforts that have been put into making Black and Canadian Americans what they are today, and the freedom that they have caused us to have. Please listen to the song from Nems. He's as he sings to celebrate Black History Month. Please make sure you comment, those of you that have anything to say, and I would appreciate hearing back from you. Take care, and thank you so much for listening to Cannonball Diva Chronicles. Have a blessed week. Bye.
I'ma shine, now the world is mine. People gon' remember me because I'm so kind. Love my personality and my fine lines. If I do not make it now, I'ma keep on trying. I'ma shine, now the world is mine. People gon' remember me because I'm so kind. Love my personality and my fine lines. If I do not make it now, I'ma keep on trying. There is a reason we ball every season. Don't do no treason, don't get mad, I get even. Can't leave me open. I was just hoping that they were joking while they provoking. Ask me if I have any more. We saved a couple lives, but there's plenty more. You know I saved all in like 24. I know what the future has in store. Gotta get it while I can. Gotta find a Superman. She called me a Superman. I'm happy to see you again. I'ma shine, now the word is mine. People gon' remember me because I'm so kind. Love my personality and my fine lines. If I do not make it now, I'ma keep on trying. I'ma shine, now the word is mine. People gon' remember me because I'm so kind. Love my personality and my fine lines. If I do not make it now, I'ma keep on trying. Gave them a chance to apologize. I know you remember all the guys. Maya Angelou, we still gonna rise. And we so fly like some fireflies. No matter what, you gotta try. Cause you never know, you could be the guy. I just wanna know the reason why. I don't wanna die, I don't wanna cry. It's not about the money or the clothes or the cars. This is real life and this about the bars. I pray, I know he's gonna heal my scars. Mama is a star and she raised 4 stars. As a man, I do what I can. I made a fire plan to get a lot of fans. I hope you understand. We gon' all get banned. I'ma shine, now the word is mine. People gon' remember me because I'm so kind. Love my personality and my fine lines. If I do not make it now, I'ma keep on trying. I'ma shine, now the word is mine. People gon' remember me because I'm so kind. Love my personality and my fine lines. If I do not make it now, I'ma keep on trying. Thank you.